Me at the end of a job interview when they ask if I have any questions for them.
You display this as a trophy? Do you have a pet? Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you believe in the power of a curse?
Have you had your hearing tested lately?
Planning a trip soon? Can you remember the tallest man you've ever seen?
Do you love to go a-wandering beneath the clear blue sky?
How much money would it take to make you spend a night in a cemetery?
Me pulling out all the stops to try and give my wife an orgasm. And this was me describing to the police the man I saw breaking into my neighbour's house.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
Hello folks and welcome back. Today, my top 3 amazing cheapies for the summertime. Before we get into that, don't forget another great selection for spring or summer would be Gravitas Essentia by our brand Norton and Wilson. There's a link in the description. You can get that in the USA, Canada and the UK. Amazing citrus-leaning green aromatic fougere, and our follow-up to the acclaimed original Gravitas Porom, and this one every bit its equal. Our most recent release, fragrance number 5, is coming soon. Also, you may want to become a channel member for an exclusive weekly video and access to the recordings of the live streams that I'm going to be doing, I think 3 times a week after they happen. You can watch them still live if you're not a member, but the day after, we'll kind of put them onto members only, and if you want to see them, then you have to be a channel member. Also, we've got a new thing, the Mr. Smelly podcast. There might be the odd one that I put on YouTube. We'll see how it goes. But the main place where I'm going to be putting all of those is Patreon. So for a very, very low fee, you can get my weekly Patreon podcast. And a new guest, I just recorded at the weekend with a new guest, the Duchess of Essex, a fascinating lady. Okay, let's move on, guys, and get stuck into it. So 3 great ones, cheapies for the summertime. I've mentioned these before, but this is an authentic channel. I'm not just plugging you the latest thing that I've been sent for free or that I've got an incentive to promote, blah, blah, blah. First up, then, Choo Man Ice. As you can see, I've used a lot of the, more than, probably 3/4 of the bottle. Only bought it last year, £38 for 100ml. You can get this online in the UK. Tangerine, bergamot, citrus, vetiver, patchouli, cedar, apple, musk, moss, and ambroxan. So we normally want fresher, maybe citrusy fragrances in the summertime. It tends to be the best antidote to the heat, but you can wear what you want when you want. This one, therefore, works wonderfully well. Very similar to Dior Homme. I think it was the one called Cologne that came in a sort of white tinted bottle with a bit of a blue trim. Correct me if I've got that wrong. The citrusy, lemonade smelling Dior Homme flanker. And it's an absolute beautiful fragrance. Is it a bit of a clone of that? Maybe, but whatever. Costs less money and it's amazing. It smells like an amazing lemonade on your skin without all the stickiness and flies that would actually attract. So this is a beautiful citrus aromatic fragrance, fresh, crisp, timeless, and kind of modern smelling. I mean, it just smells of citrus fruits, but in a really, really, really good way. Absolutely amazing, very unisex. I get decent performance out of mine. You can tell me how you feel about yours if you're lucky enough to own it, but I've never had anyone tell me it smells anything other than really, really good, and it's a great price. So Choo Man Ice, yes, you could riskily blind buy that, and it wouldn't be such a big risk, because I can't see how anyone wouldn't like it. Same goes for this one. Forgive me, I did used to mention this a lot. I don't think I've mentioned this one for a while. I've been mentioning Acqua di Parma Fougere a lot. That works great in summer too. Today I'm going to tell you about Acqua di Parma Cologne, £125 for 125ml rather. This would be better this way around, wouldn't it? 125ml for just under £15. I found it online in the UK. The brand is Pinot Silvestre, a very old school brand. Luca Maffei is the perfumer, and he also did one of my favourites from the niche brand Hubigant. It's not this fragrance, but it looks a bit like that. And that was Hubigant Cologne Intense. This is another great interpretation of the citrus aromatic cologne type fragrance. You've got orange, lemon, rosemary, Calabrian bergamot, my favourite kind of bergamot, ginger, iris, green note, sage, and cedar with musk. Absolutely fantastic. A succulent, juicy, slightly sweet, fruity, like a fruit salad or something. A wonderful melange of fruity, citrusy notes. Both of these kind of, not a million miles apart in their smell, but this one a little bit more kind of mandarin and the juicier, sweeter end of the citrus fruit spectrum. And it really is just absolutely delightful. Again, good performance for me. And this kind of air of a little bit of floral and white musky undertone in there in the mid and the heart just works wonderfully. Again, very unisex, but absolutely great for a man any time of year, but obviously superb in the spring and summer when you want to freshen up after a hot shower. Or maybe a day bathing in the hot sun. This would be a great choice of a cheapie to throw in your suitcase for a summer holiday. So Acqua di Parma Cologne, Pinot Silvestre. I know I've mentioned it a lot before, but again, it's the truth. I really use it. I'm just being honest, okay? Third and not last, we have... No, it is last. Last and third, but not necessarily least. Fashionable, the classic Fashionable for men, I think it's called. £18.63, a bit of a bizarre amount, and it was released way back in 1994. Mint orange blossom, mandarin orange, jasmine, geranium, rose, sandalwood, musk and amber. Many people have said that it has similarities to Davidoff's Cool Water, and you can also smell similarities to Green Irish Tweed from Creed, which is very expensive. This one has that dihydromercenol thing that one can recognise, and the significant addition here is an amped up bit of mint. It's very much nice, natural smelling green mint leaf, not toothpaste or extra strong mint type taste. Smell even. You get what I mean? It's beautiful. It's kind of natural. It's airy. It's fresh. It's wonderful for a summer holiday or for a spring day or even to the office. Absolutely superb. Love Fashionable. And again, I've used a fair bit of that. So this is the honest truth. I'm not hyping anything. I'm not trying to jump on a new bandwagon. Some people may say, well, you've mentioned those before. Well, it's because I still maintain that these are great recommendations for your summer choices. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Remember, whatever we're doing in life, let's project. And although sometimes life can stink, at least we can always smell good. I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe if you've enjoyed this one. Bye-bye.